Hi everybody, welcome to this video. This video is my May wrap up for reading. I have my pile of what I have read right beside me, and if I look down, I'm looking at my reading journal, which is in front of me, to just see what I wrote if I need to. So we have 6 books physical and 1 book from NetGalley. So when the NetGalley one comes up, I'll just put a picture up on the screen somewhere so you can see the picture of it. Yeah, so let's get rolling. I did pretty good this month, and we had a celebration as well. I was super happy. But when we reach that particular number of book, I will tell you what I celebrated. Okay, so book number 1 of the month, and I was so keen to get to this because it has May in the title, which is 12 Days in May, which is such a good romance romance book. It should be a movie actually. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I gave it 5 stars. I enjoyed the story. It was engaging right from the word go, which I love. And I loved the movie theme to the whole book. It was based around the Cannes Film Festival, which was exciting. And I really liked both of the main characters in it as well. I definitely recommend it. Such a good read, and it's not really seen out there in the YouTube, Instagram world, so I definitely want to bring it out there more so people know how awesome it is. It did meet my A to Z challenge with the letter T for the title, but I was just super keen to read it for May because it's called 12 Days in May. We do that kind of thing as book lovers, don't we? So yeah, love it. 5 stars. Recommend. The next one that I read was a group book read with my planner friends, and it is called When in Rome by Sarah Adams. This was my first book by Sarah Adams, but I was super excited that this book was chosen by one of the members, and I loved it to bits. I gave it 5 stars. I finished it early in the month because I was just super keen to read it all. I couldn't hold on, I had to do it. It's a wonderful romance, and definitely at the moment Sarah Adams would be my favourite author of the year so far. And I'm looking forward to reading other books by this author. I did pick up her newest one, Practice Makes Perfect, so I'm keen to get to that one. It met my A to Z challenge as well for the title starting with W, and highly recommend this one as well. 5 stars, awesome read. And it was super duper fun to read that. The next one that I read was Snow White and the Huntsman. This is a movie book. I carried this across a month because I didn't get to it in April, and I'm glad that I did read it. I did watch the movie as well because I'm a big movie person as well. But it had been like forever since I watched it, because I watched it when it was like released, so long time ago. I love any book that is sort of adapted from the classic fairy tales from Disney, so yeah. I definitely loved it. I gave it 4 stars, and it comes under the letter S for A to Z. And this book was my celebration book. For the year, I gave myself a goal of reading 30 books, and this book was the celebrate one. I reached 30 books already in May, and I was just like, I can't believe it. So yeah, I was like celebrating so much. To celebrate, I obviously told all my bookish friends, including you guys now. But I was such on a high from achieving that already. Like, I thought I would only just get to it at the end of the year. But it's only like, in May, it was like 5 months, obviously, into the year. And I already reached that goal. So I was super duper happy, as you can see. So yeah, I celebrated, I went on a book haul, and yeah, got some awesome books to read, and yeah, it was just so fun telling everybody as well. And it was so nice as well to like achieve a goal. It was lovely. So yeah, this was the celebratory 30 book. And I have reset my goal. I left it there for, you know, at least a week, I think it was. And then I had to obviously change it because there's like the rest of the year to go. So I have now put a goal of 60 books, and we'll see what happens if I get to that by the end of the year or earlier in the year. Who knows, eh? But yeah, that was super duper exciting to achieve that. So yes, my next book is the second in this series. It's called By the Book. Last month I read If the Shoe Fits, which is the first one, and this was the second one. I loved this. It is so humorous. Just like laugh out loud moments so much. I loved that part of the book so much. I gave it 5 stars. It was just lighthearted, funny, relaxing. It was awesome. What else did I say? I definitely love this series, and I can't wait for the third one to be released. I think it's the start of August, and it has something to do with The Little Mermaid. I think it's called Kiss the Girl. So yeah, I'm super duper excited for that. But By the Book is definitely a good read. It comes under the letter B for my A to Z challenge, and yeah, I love this series. I'm definitely going to pick up the third one as soon as it's available. Yeah, maybe even pre-order it if it gets pre-order. It has such a gorgeous cover too. If you guys watched my blog for the Week in the Life of a Book Lover, you will know that I saw the movie Book Club 2, and in that movie it is based on the book called The Alchemist. So my next read was The Alchemist. It was only really short. I think it's like under 200. Let me see. Yeah, it's like 177 pages. So it's short and sweet. But I really wanted to read it because the movie was based on that book. So yeah, I gave it 4 stars. It was a really nice parable story. Like, there was no chapters. It was just like start to finish of the story. Had good messages in it, which I really liked. And yeah, I'm just happy that the movie inspired me to read it, because I don't think I would have thought about picking up anything like that to read. So yeah, it was good that it prompted me to do so. It didn't meet any particular challenge, but it was nice to read it. Definitely. the next book I read was a NetGalley book, so I'll pop the image up somewhere for you guys to see. It was called Intermission, and it was like a music group story of a group of girls. Sort of similar to Destiny's Child, I guess you could say, but of course a lot different. So they sort of had their famous career and stuff, and then it was just about each of the singers, their lives and stuff like that, and then them having like a reunion and tour and stuff like that. So it was very interesting. I gave it 4 stars overall, and thank you of course to NetGalley, the author, for letting me read the book as well as the publisher. I liked how there was 3 different acts, so it was like a set of chapters under each act, 1, 2, or 3. I liked how that was set up, just as like a movie buff and a musician. I liked how it was set up. And I liked how it went into each of the characters' stories. They were all nicely balanced. It wasn't just, you know, focus on one girl or anything like that. I think that's all I said about it. Yeah. Obviously I enjoyed it because I gave it 4 stars. I always love anything music themed, so yeah, it was a nice find on NetGalley. It came under I for the A to Z challenge, and I'm looking forward to my next NetGalley reads and listen tos, which I'll cover in my June and July TBR, which will be coming up soon for you guys. And the last book that I finished for May was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I actually listened to this on audiobook as well, which was really good because you could get the feeling across, and you could get the characters had different voices and stuff like that, so it was really good. This one I had sitting on my shelf since last year, like early last year, so it took me a bit to get to it, and it's definitely my favourite book so far from Taylor Jenkins Reid. Last year I did read Daisy Jones and the Six as well, but this is definitely my favourite so far. I loved the story. And yeah, just super glad that I finally read it, to be honest. It didn't meet any challenge apart from the fact that I, you know, took it off my shelf and read it. So yeah, they were all the books that I got to in May. A really good month, and obviously a celebration month as well, with me reaching my goal of 30 books. Yeah, so that was really super duper fun. There was one that I did start, which I'm not much into, which I'm actually going to pop on my shelf so that I don't get behind with my June, July TBR. So I'm just gonna pop it back on my shelf until I get to it. I'm just not in the zone for it at the moment, and I have already reshelved the classic that I had and the second in the series, To a Good Girl's Kind of Murder. I didn't get to that either. I was too busy celebrating, you see. But yes, that covers everything that I read in May. It was such an awesome month, a celebratory month as well. And yeah, all those recommended ones, definitely check it out for yourselves if you're into any of them, like storyline wise and focus wise and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely definitely check them out if you would like to do so. Next up, in relation to book videos, will be my TBR for June and July. I'm going to put it together and I'll explain in that video as to the reason why. But thank you for joining me in my wrap up, and I look forward to watching all of yours or chatting to you all soon about books. Bye.